What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me for another reading. Gigi here. I hope y'all are doing well today. If you're new, please subscribe, join our family, hit the like button to show some love and support to the channel. Thank you very much. It would mean the world to me. Hit the notification button, guys, so you know when I upload, and leave me comments down below. I love talking to you. Know that this is a collective energy reading, guys, and so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Place yourself in the reading where you belong, please and thank you. Remember, Gigi is not a therapist, but I am your friend here with messages from Spirit to help guide you on your spiritual journey. So please don't force anything, all right? So sit back and enjoy, sit back and relax, and let's see what Spirit has for you guys today. I only got 3 decks out on top of the Zodiac. We have Angels and Ancestors, Soul's Journey, and my handwritten deck, Divine Guidance. We're just going to jump right into it, okay? Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels, my ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides to help protect and guide me through this energy reading for our collective. Please allow me to channel through you, Spirit, clear, honest, and precise messages for our collective. And please protect us with your divine light and cast all evil and darkness that may be lingering around us back to hell where it belongs. Please and thank you. I love and appreciate you all. All right. Let's see what Spirit got for us today, guys. All right. Oh, by the way, for timeline update, for those who like to know, it is April 28th, 2022. It's 3:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in the Central Valley of California. All right, Spirit, what's going on? What's the Zodiac energy, please, Spirit, please, and thank you. Okay. We have Gemini. We have Neptune for Pisces. Aurora Borealis. Let's see. Let's start with the angels and ancestors. Let's see what they have to say to us. What do our angels and ancestors have to say to the collective, Spirit? What's the angels and ancestors have to say today, Spirit? What's going on in the universe today? Let's see what's going on. Sorry, I'm talking a little bit lower because my son is asleep and I just don't want to be too loud. So I apologize. I'm going to talk directly into the mic so you guys can hear me. All right, what's going on, Spirit? What is this? I see a masculine. I don't think I've ever seen this masculine come through on this channel before. He seems pretty angry, annoyed, frustrated. Maybe life's beating him down a little bit. On the nose big time. He brought a divine feminine into a third-party situation. Yes. And what happened? She shut that shit down, didn't she? On the nose big time. And now he's reaping the consequences of what he was up to. And he ain't happy. Somebody's holding a grudge. A big one. Is it anybody's fault but your own? No. Then why are you holding a grudge? I thought this person was an easy target. I'm being told yes. Well, why are you bringing a divine feminine into a third-party situation? Wasn't thinking clearly, were you? You were doing cocaine? Small amounts, but enough to mess with this person's head, possibly throwing a few back too, possibly drinking, not thinking clearly, just thinking about the lust of the loins. Wanting to shack up with somebody, have some fun, and then just throw her to the wolves on the nose big time. But she wasn't falling for your childish games, was she? Not at all. Not this time. Somebody on the other side kept her informed of what you were up to and kept y'all apart. Kept her in her divinity. Don't mess with the angels and the ancestors that are protecting a divine being. Damn. Grow within your current situation. Yeah, well, I mean, if you were in a serious relationship or married and you were trying to bring somebody else in, a divine feminine in to be the third party, yeah, you messed with the wrong one that was extraordinarily wise beyond their age, and might have wanted to try to help you grow within your current situation, trying to friend zone the whole thing, trying to get you to be honest and loyal, and you just weren't having it, were you? Not at all. And now what? Facing divorce. Well, you should have chosen to grow in your current situation. Use your head instead of your, the one below the belt. And you should have been faithful and not messing around behind somebody's back, Thank you, Spirit. Learn from spiritual experiences. Well, you probably are now. Probably had a great teacher learning from that divine feminine that put you right in your place. Put a toe down and kept it there. Was very set and secure in their divinity. Releasing burdens that might have been surrounding your energy. If you had a history with this person, a long history with this person, maybe this whole situation happened so that the burden of your energy would be released. So she didn't have to deal with it anymore. Knowing that all you ever wanted from her might have just been a piece of ass and, some fun on the DL, because you might have been like, were you embarrassed of her? Not at all. Then why were you keeping her a secret? She was a big temptation. Couldn't keep your hands to yourself, and were fearful that if you brought her around your spouse, that it would have been a whole lot different and you wouldn't have been able to get what you wanted. Well, you didn't get what you wanted anyway, did you? Not at all. Well, now you need to release the burdens of, your spouse probably is releasing the burden that is you as well, and divorcing your ass and throwing your ass to the curb and learning how to grow within her situation and becoming wise about the whole damn thing, and probably losing a lot of trust and faith in you, man. It's time to learn from what's happening in your life right now. I don't think anybody's going to drop their shields with you, especially knowing what you're up to, especially because I'm feeling like you were caught in the act of trying to cheat. And now people are setting their sights higher, putting their shields up instead of dropping them with you, thinking that you're going to change and you're not. Somebody was definitely following the voice of their soul and not wanting to let go of their divinity. Well, you may be facing some serious spiritual judgment, possibly an intervention of some sort, and you may be facing some serious towers that you're going to have to learn from. All the while, people grow and move forward and advance while you just possibly fall apart. Well, it says spring, see your seeds grow and be open to healing information. I really feel like there's some kind of spiritual intervention about to happen or happening as we speak, that somebody's having some serious spiritual experiences that are going to help them heal, that are going to send some healing information to them to make them drop their shields with spirit and repent for what they've been up to. There may have been some seeds sown somewhere that are being possibly getting ready to sprout and turn into some beautiful blossoms here. Somebody may be guided somewhere. I feel like somebody's being guided somewhere. I'm seeing another masculine energy coming through with a very bright light surrounding him, with the word soulmate showed up first, and then this masculine's face surrounded by this light. Whatever happened between the first masculine and the divine feminine may have kick-started something with a soulmate. Passing some divine tests, maybe. I don't know. Spirits may be, because this person might have released some burdens and started, really putting the effort into, setting their sights higher for what they want for their life, listening to the voice of their soul, growing within their current situation, learning about themselves, being open to healing information, and maybe dropping their shields and learning to trust a little bit more instead of being on guard and constantly at the ready to just fight for survival. And spirit may be putting them on a journey to their dreams because they've learned to take charge of their life with authority. And now it may be bringing in a high priest to this person, all because they now know how to trust their inner knowing. And now they know how to connect with their emotions and handle them properly. Water guardian, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Pisces out here already. Somebody needed to learn how to take care of their own needs, learn how to grow and see the rewards of being spiritually grown, emotionally grown, mature, all of those things. And now Spirit's giving them, giving them their dreams. Divine timing's at play here for sure. It's a slow process, but there was some seed sown, and now Spirit's saying, watch them grow. Maybe you're learning how to not just use your feminine energy. You might be tapping into your masculine creative energy to do what you need to do. But we already saw that there's a divine feminine here. There's somebody's perfect pair, soulmate. They're happily ever after, that's coming through with a bright light that wants to exchange energy, possibly again. People have had time to reflect, track down their fears, and maybe face their fears so they can have their dreams, their desires, their wishes, learning how to take care of themselves and balancing out their emotions. We have the sun here. There could be a possible Leo in the collective that could be dealing with something like this. The thing is because this person passed, this divine feminine passed this test, she may very well be handed a beautiful gift from Spirit with a beautiful bow that may be in the shape of their perfect pair that they can be successful with and enjoy success and happiness together, because they've taken time to retreat and recharge and learn how to be devoted and committed. They've learned how to shed old skin throughout this retreat and recharge. And now they're learning to be devoted and committed in the Sky Father and Spirit, and trusting in their higher power, trusting in their ancestors, trusting in Spirit, trusting themselves, learning to stand their ground and call their energy back and hold on to it, and not let snakes like this one masculine that wanted to try to bring a divine feminine into a third party situation, learning to stand their ground, stay in their divinity, and be obedient to Spirit, and they're being rewarded. We have Air Guardian, shift your perception, Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within them, and Eagles, see from a higher perspective. I honestly believe that whatever happened with this snake in the grass, this first masculine, help somebody see from a higher perspective, see what people saw them as. Maybe because of the way they were when they were younger, maybe they were promiscuous and, an easy target because there was some possible, issues that they had. I see the word daddy issues that may have caused them to be promiscuous and just wanting to have anybody that would show them love and affection in their life, and people caught wind to that and they're like, we're gonna just, target her because she's an easy target. And now she grew up, started seeing from a higher perspective. She was able to unlock the magic within her. She shifted her perception on what she wanted to be looked at in life. She probably learned from a whole lot of spiritual experiences, started following the voice of her soul, honoring her inner knowing, connecting and balancing out her, her truth and her emotions and all of that, and setting her sights higher for herself. Enjoy and bask in light and exchange energy to create abundance. Yeah, I really feel like she didn't just want to exchange energy just to exchange it and lose it to people who were snakes in the grass. She shed that old skin real quick and wants to go to people who are on a different wavelength, higher, vibrating at a higher frequency, and wanting to exchange energy to create an abundance and be successful and happy. She wants to see beyond the current situation, beyond the current snakes that are trying to, slither their way into the Garden of Eden and trick her into eating off the tree of knowledge. She may have already eaten off that tree of knowledge, is woke AF, and now knows and sees what people are really like. And now she's seeing beyond all of that and being brave and honest about what she truly wants in life. She's transformed and unveiled her gift and has become the light to so many people. And now, because she's released the old, reset her life, and now she's just walking in the light and bringing other people with her, trusting her talents in these changing times, instead of letting, the snakes in the grass come and deteriorate their, poison their life and pull them away from the sunlight. This divine feminine decided to move in a new direction and realized that she was never really alone. She might have had a fear of being alone because of abandonment issues, daddy issues, mommy issues, family issues, whatever issues she may be suffering from, and realized that we're not really alone in this world. We have guardian angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that walk along with us, as well as the Holy Spirit that we walk hand in hand with once we've accepted and learned who He is. She's now trusting in the higher forces, and she's going to either be rewarded or is already being rewarded for the obedience that she's had. And if she continues to be obedient, the gift that is going to be handed to her is going to be in the shape of her wildest dreams, if she continues to trust in Spirit. So you can try to be a snake in the grass, or you can actually shed that old nasty skin and allow, Spirit to overtake your life, masculine, that's been trying to cheat and manipulate and holding a grudge because somebody glowed up, and wasn't going to take anybody's temptations because she wants to move in a new direction in life, see from a different and higher perspective, wants to be able to trust her inner knowing instead of just ignoring it and doing whatever her body tells her to do. She's shifted. She transformed, and now she's gifted, and now she's using the gift of inner knowing to be able to keep herself away from these snakes in the grass. She may have healed some very deep rooted issues with family, and now things are coming together to where she feels nurtured and loved and comforted by her family, and possibly her mother, instead of feeling abandoned and lonely and unloved. She's released and surrendered a whole lot of things to Spirit, and Spirit's gifting her with love, unconditional love, understanding, and you know, letting the people in her village come to her and help her and do all of the things to get through this life in a peaceful and happy and positive and safe way, where there's encouragement and love, joy and light that she can bask in. She's probably doing a whole lot more planning and focusing on what she wants, because she's intuitive AF. She's got an inner knowing, and she's taking note of those intuitive messages. Where's I see him. Where are you? Because we have the High Priestess here. Like I said, she may be tapping into both masculine and feminine energies and learning to balance them out and having them work together to be able to get through life in a more balanced and stable way. Surrounding herself with positive energy with her spirit team, Spirit, and you know, more healthier people to be around, healthier energies, protective energies, people that would rather pray for her than try to tempt her into doing really bad things. Learning how to stay rooted and grounded, tapping into her heart chakra space and learning to love people unconditionally and letting herself be loved by people. She's embracing the energy of peace and trusting her instincts, holding true to her space, because she doesn't want people to unleash the wild evil in her. I mean, this isn't a bad card, you know, to unleash the wild within you, the passion. The thing is she may very well be an extraordinarily passionate person. She might love really hard, and it may unleash a lot of things, but the thing is I feel like it's been balanced out, where now it's not being unleashed in a crazy path because crazy way, because she's chosen her path. She had some information that needed to come to her. She might have gotten it, and now she's able to focus. She's able to trust and thrive, move beyond old outdated ways of thinking, because now she's fearless and strong, letting go of any, you know, control issues, needing to be right all the time, possibly, maybe learning how to maintain her passion and keep it balanced, and being more graceful in how she acts. And it all stemmed with what happened with this snake in the grass that tried to bring her into a third-party situation with a married man. And now she's learning how to balance everything out. And it's become maybe somebody stepping out of their south node and stepping strongly into their north node and becoming the light to a lot of people. I see a lot of angel wings. Somebody might be an earth angel. Star seed. We got this guy over here, star ancestor, so that there could be an Aquarius. There's a lot of angel wings in this deck, so take it for what it is. This person became wise, tapped into their spiritual abilities, and it all started oops, did it all start with this? No, but it really kick-started somebody else's wake-up call. That soulmate with the light behind him, yeah, it might have awakened him to something. It might have kick-started an awakening or pulled their energy back together after a long separation. And because somebody's stayed obedient, like I said, there's a hand. I just keep seeing Spirit showing me. I'll show you. It's one of the cards in this deck. Where is it? It's the gift. That's exactly what Spirit keeps showing me. Wants to hand this person a gift in the shape of her soulmate, her perfect match, her perfect pair. So, happiness and abundance, unconditional love, passion, real passion. I want to tap into more of these, what's going on in that snake in the grass. That snake in the grass, that evil, nasty cheater. Yeah, Mr. Cheater. Yeah, I want to see what's going on there. was I saying? Divine timing is at play in your life. Somebody was obedient. Somebody listened to this voice of their soul, listened to, you know, possibly somebody from the fifth dimension that was trying to keep these two apart, and she listened. On the nose, big freaking time. Wouldn't even come within a 30-mile distance from this masculine, because they knew the moment they embraced one more time, that was the end of it. Clothes were coming off, and lust of the loins was going to be fed into, and it was going to be a really bad situation. Yep. What's she doing now? Cowardly lion. Being service to others. What's she doing now? Is that what the snake in the grass is thinking about? On the nose, big time. Why does it matter? Thinks he's going to hop on that bandwagon now that he's being freed up. On the nose, big time. Do you even have the balls to face this woman again? I mean, we have the cowardly lion alert here. Do you really have the balls to face this woman after this? I don't know. Look, I would highly suggest getting your divorce final and getting some therapy and doing some stuff to heal yourself and grow the actual F up before you try to go anywhere near a divine feminine that already sees you for a shithead that you are, that didn't realize what you had right in front of him, right in front of you. You know, you were already married. You thought you could find a better love somewhere else, just a little one-nighter. You know, what's that song by Doja Cat, Need to Know, where it was like, we can start at 10 and go till 5, I just want to F all night, you know, and it could be just one-nighter. You thought you wanted a night of passion just to go in and maybe re-spark the lust of your loins and get you going, because you knew you had some kind of secret to go and hide, and it would give you the motivation to go and be better to your spouse. The thing is I see the perfect proposal on the bottom of the deck here, and that could very well be that gift that Spirit wants to give this woman, is a perfect proposal with her soulmate. Because all of this started her Prince Charming on a journey to slaying all his dragons, to get him to where he needed to be emotionally, mentally, and physically, to be exactly who he needed to be with an Empress, Divine Feminine. While you were going off and being a shithead and trying to betray your spouse, while you were messing around with somebody that's pure of heart, that walks hand in hand with the Holy Spirit. Okay? Being with somebody like her is a once in a lifetime connection. This is the real deal, not a joke. This isn't a game, and you were playing games, bro. And if you had real feelings for this person, you should have been honest about it with yourself and everybody else. Freed yourself up from the situation instead of trying to treat and betray your spouse. You should have been more pure about this instead of two-faced. Okay? You should have been walking hand in hand with Spirit. You should have gotten divorced before you even tried with this person, so you could go and be with somebody that, you know, may feel like they're your perfect person. It's time to come clean about all the things. Anything that you were lying about, all that shit, you need to come clean. Surrender and repent and all of that. You can break these vicious cycles if you just grow up. Because the thing is she broke vicious cycles. She wasn't going to allow any, you know, temptations to knock her out of her divinity. She, like I said, she may have tried to help you, maybe tried to, like, I don't know, keep it in the friend zone, and you didn't, and because she wanted peace. She wanted to keep it peaceful. She probably knew that you were married, and she wanted to keep the peace, but because of what you did, you brought a war upon yourself. Because you were shallow with the big ego, thinking you can get away with it, while you were messing with a beacon of light that was trying to shine her light through your darkness and the darkness that you were portraying. And now you're dealing with a whole lot of shit, a whole lot of bad. There's a lot of, you may have had some good, and there may be some good there, you know, being freed up from somebody that you may not truly want to be with anymore, but there's a whole lot of bad and ugly that's surrounding you. Last chance. Last chance. What is this last chance? I'm being told this is the last chance to bring her to her happily ever after. Yes. And away from people that want to just lie, 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 and lie some more. She's possibly casting people away, saying be gone before somebody drops a house on you, because she's paying attention to her dreams and steering clear of wannabe tough guys that are living a false persona. And all of this is triggering her high-level soulmate, her perfect match, to move it before the opportunity is gone. And like I was saying, this snake in the grass has some codependency things. We saw coke and we saw drinking. You know, you may want to be careful with all that. Don't let your fear of loneliness hold you back and keep you on those codependencies. They may be keeping you stuck with your in a shallow mindset with an ego, thinking you probably fine AF. You look fine AF, but it don't mean anything. That's just on the outside. When you get married, it's a sacred union, and you're supposed to be together through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and work through things. And if you exhausted all your resources and you still wanted it to be over, you should have just left. You shouldn't have tried to cheat, man. You were definitely a shady freaking character, and that's why Spirit kept y'all two away from each other. You might have had a couple interactions, whatever is, but it definitely didn't go the way you thought it was going to. Don't close the door on true love. Who's the gold digger? He's pointing to himself. She looks like she has money, nice car, dresses nice, well put together. He may have been going towards her because it might have been something to where he thought they could collaborate and make a ton of money together. I don't know. But look, here's the thing. Spirit is saying the devil is looking for cracks in your divine armor, and you tried to go towards a pure of heart sweetheart and tried to manipulate that situation. It says, don't let a pretty face come between you and your truest heart's desires. She didn't. She knows that there's somebody better out there in the shape of her perfect match. And she keeps showing me him with this beautiful light around his pretty face. Very handsome. Both men are extraordinarily handsome. She's got good taste in men. The thing is one of them is only skin deep, and the other one has a possible depressive mindset sometimes and gets into these funks and feels misunderstood. And he needed to have some kind of boot up the ass to wake him up to the fact that he could really love this person like that, and it may be in the shape of a token of love that was exchanged, that's keeping a tantric connection going, basically. The thing is Spirit, like I said, she was very, very, very obedient to Spirit, and Spirit protected her as the innocent in that situation, and is keeping that snake in the grass away from her, because he's holding a grudge. He's holding a grudge, and he's pissed off that this person grew up and isn't going to be taken for easy. I need to pause this for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, okay. Because this snake was trying to tempt this person, and because this divine feminine, was staying in their divinity and being obedient, Spirit protected them. And they continue to do their best to be obedient, make the effort to be better, and not allow any cracks in their divine armor to open up so much to where the devil's allowed to come in. And The darkness lingers at all, it's casted away easily with prayer and appreciation and worship. And Spirit wants to give this divine feminine her happily ever after. She may know deep down inside, her soul may be telling her that, yeah, this is your last chance to have your perfect proposal with your perfect person. Stand true, be obedient. Okay? Remember, you're not alone. There's loneliness right there. You're not alone. Spirit is with you. Spirit is watching. Continue to believe so you can continue to grow. Don't let any more snakes in the grass get to you that come in the shape of a beautiful face. You don't want to fail at this. You want your perfect proposal. You want your perfect person. Well, continue to be obedient to Spirit. Continue to remain in the innocent energy, so that Spirit will continue to protect you as an innocent, and continue to feel that you're obedient and do all of those things to gift you. Okay, let's see what Soul's Journey has to say. Thank you. I definitely feel that somebody is definitely in worry. Worried about the divorce, worried about being taken for money, all their money, and all of that, instead of being grateful that, they're being freed up. You should have been thankful for what Spirit gave you instead of going and searching for happiness and love somewhere else. You should have just worked on whatever you had right in front of you. You should have seen that your relationship had, that all relationships have challenges that need to be worked out. You should have been, open to, being with your spouse through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you shouldn't have just, taken it for granted. And we're looking for freedom. You may regret what you did now because you're being freed up, and now you may be losing a whole lot more than just money. You'll be losing family, trust, respect. Spirit's showing me the word community. Yep, because you wanted freedom. You weren't honest. You were indecisive of what you wanted. You couldn't make up your mind. You needed to make a choice and you didn't. You might have been letting your imagination run wild with you, thinking that you could have your cake and eat it too and not get in trouble. And now you're blaming Divine Feminine for being in trouble. Now because you're in grief, because you're being freed up and you probably don't want to do it. You don't want to lose out on what on your community, your family, your friends, whatever. You might have had a successful job and you may be losing a lot of money because of divorce, spousal support, alimony, child support, what else? And somebody may be laying on the guilt crazy like. You should have accepted the challenges that your relationship was giving you to learn and grow and be better and make changes in the relationship to help you guys grow. Or learn to, grow up on you. Stop being so damn childish. You should have learned to be, you should have learned how to handle your emotions, how to handle yourself, and not be so damn childish thinking you can get away with going and cheating, man. You need to change that, because you will not have any healthy-ish relationships if you don't. I mean, I see self-esteem. He's got a high self-esteem. He know he look good. He know he smell good. He know he probably got, some skills in the bedroom. He knows all this, and it went straight to his damn head. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Somebody did, and they were disciplined in it. They accepted who they were, and they weren't living in fear of being alone. They found peace in it, and they laid this shit to rest. They didn't want to have, what is this? Health. I honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Do you have an STD you were trying to give her to get her in trouble? Or to blame on her? On the nose, big time. On the nose, big time. I saw this twice, and I wasn't sure. It didn't feel like it fit anywhere. But Spirit's saying, no, there is something there. He was trying to get in bed with this person to possibly pass an STD along. because somebody might have been cheating or sharing drugs or needles or something, and they caught something and they were too proud to admit that they did it, so they would rather blame it on an earth angel, divine feminine star seed person, hella divine person protected by the Holy Spirit. And Spirit's like, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. Your pride and ego, you're going to have to deal with it on your own. You're not going to mess with somebody's abundance. Spirit was judging you. Now a whole lot of people are judging you because they can't freaking trust you. Somebody probably got both sides of the story and might have physical proof. Doesn't want to hear it no more from this masculine. And he may be in hella denial right now because he knows he failed at what he's got going on. And now he being judged by his family, his friends, his community. Can't be trusted. Ain't got no divine feminine to be friends with. He can't catch forgiveness from nobody, not friends, not family, not anybody. And he's guilt-ridden. He's living in grief. He may have some envious... No, that's not you. Who is it? The soulmate. Who are you envious of? You're envious of divine feminine? What? Why? Being able to stand strong, he's telling me. And not giving into temptation. Because if he was handed a divine, like a decadent piece of chocolate cake like this masculine was to this divine feminine, he wouldn't have been able to keep it in his pants. Because he doesn't like loneliness either, and he may doubt his own divinity. Yeah, it's time to surrender all of this. Divine feminine has snake in the grass. It's time for you to surrender all of this. Your ego, your pride, your self-righteousness, your two-faced, manipulative, just downright low-life energy. You are a very low vibrational energy, and you need to surrender it all to Spirit and get your shit right. And go seek some services somewhere and maybe get some help emotionally so you can persevere and find the courage to go and stand on your own 2 feet and grow up and get in balance. And learn how to be patient with people. Specifically people you choose to be in a long-term relationship with. Learn how to be in love and accept, life for what it is, and find joy and happiness in what you have instead of seeking it elsewhere. Because now you have no divine feminine, you have no wife, you now have no family, you have no friends that want to be around you that don't trust you. You may have 1 or 2 little sneaky little friends that you're doing drugs and partying with, but I mean, honestly, how long is that going to last before you end up doing too many drugs and hurting yourself or getting in trouble for doing too many drugs? Relying too much on them codependencies. Yeah, you need to balance yourself out. You need to persevere. You need to grow the actual F up, bro. You really thought that this divine feminine was just going to jump into bed with you? Did you even take her out on a date? Did you do anything to try to swoon her other than look good and smell good? Like, what did you bring to the table besides lies and deception? Not a damn thing. I'm being told, not a damn thing. And you think you just Rico freaking Suave and you're just gonna just hop in the sack with a divine being? Nah, bro. What, do you want any more cards? Do you have anything more to say? What do you need me to pick up? Amethyst? And rose quartz? Okay. The soulmate is saying, I'm glad she didn't listen. His eyes are opened. Energetically, his eyes are opened now. He's seeing her as perfect now. He's a little envious and jealous of her, like, obedience, her ability to keep it in her pants, not allow temptation to take her away from her divinity. It's helping motivating him to being having a stronger will. Not being afraid of being alone. Using it for his benefit now, maybe. Excuse me. You can move mountains if you believe with all of your heart. Your kiss can melt my iceberg of a heart. Somebody's of a sacred bloodline. Yeah, I really feel like it's all this divine feminine. You know? And because she was still and got to know God in a way through meditation, like we saw with that Hermit card, that she was able to retreat, recharge, and get her masculine and feminine energy in balance, and starting to see people for who they are, snakes in the grass, temptations that don't need to be involved in this person's life no more. Spirit's been doing a lot of work with her, and she's standing strong to who she is, praying and meditating before she goes and does certain things, having deep heart-to-heart conversations with people to get to the root of things before she makes any haste decisions to go and do anything to exchange any kind of energy with people that may not be deserving of it, that may have a lot of work to do themselves, and she's just not giving in. She's being spirit first, herself second, and then the rest of her family and whatever next. She wants to stay tapped in, and she wants to keep working towards keeping her her sacred bloodline healed, and close out any vicious cycles, and get out of any vicious ancestral patterns, get away from ancestral curses, get out of any repressed feelings and emotions and all of that, and being true to who she is. You know, asking questions and talking it out before she just jumps into something and unleashes whatever it is that she is inside, that may just be, you know, that would normally just take control over her and not allow her to think clearly, and now she's thinking clearly. And that's part of being, you know, being in perfect balance with herself and God, and that's why she's being given gifts, maybe divine blessings, or she has some kind of sacred, you know, gifts because of her sacred bloodline, possibly like psychic, or she may be a medium, or whatever the case may be. Highly intuitive. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit. You want me to pick up Divine Circus now? Okay. Yeah, I open it up right onto the Steampunk Priestess. High Priestess with the third eye. Highly, highly, highly intuitive person. Possibly seer. That saw this snake in the grass coming. A very rare, raw, and real person. Highly, highly gifted, highly blessed, highly protected. Somebody of a sacred bloodline. Yep. Somebody that went deep, deep, deep and was seeking what they needed to know within themselves. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Out of the darkness. Somebody was able to get away from the darkness, get out of the darkness, and now they're about to celebrate. There's about to be a whole lot of opportunities that are going to come towards this person, and she's going to say yes to every single one of them. All the positive things, anything of the darkness can be gone before somebody drops a house on it, a tower, whatever, and she's going to celebrate, and she's going to have an abundance. She's going to be happy. She's going to be very happy. And seeing people for who they are, thinking they're cunningly clever, and living in half-truths, and seeing them from a mile away. She wants to be of the light, not of the dark. Going down rabbit holes, on epic adventures, seeing the world. Somebody might be given the gift of traveling a whole lot more, coming soon, going to fun events and festivals and all different kinds of things to celebrate. The Joker's wild, and the Joker's up somebody's sleeve and about to bring an abundance to somebody. Go Alice, yes. Divine Feminine, go down that rabbit hole. Open up the doors of perception and see life in a whole new way. Celebrate your wins, man. Be proud of yourself. This was a big one to be proud of, and you're being gifted because of it. Yep. And that gift of that soulmate is going to be the cherry on top of all of it. All of it. That high-level soulmate, that perfect pair that glows. You think about him often. You may have a token of love that he gave to you that you hold real close, or switch it, flip it, reverse it, whatever. And the two of you are going down a rabbit hole, and you're going to create some crazy abundance, and you're going to be able to celebrate, and all of it is just going to feel like a cherry on top. And he's going to feel like a cherry on top of all of the beautiful divine blessings you already have in your life. He's going to go down them rabbit holes with you. Open up some doors of perception and see life for what it is in a much happier and joyful way. Instead, he might be getting out of the darkness himself. Like I said, he's glowing that light that the Spirit likes to show me as a pure of heart, divine being. The Gypsy Columbine, somebody very, very unique. Somebody that'll bring you sweets and treats and get you away from any false people. Get you out of being stuck in the in-between and get you to the light. Yep. You getting away from some false-ass people is what's the reason why you're about to be handed those sweets and treats. Your cherry on top of your life Sunday. All of those divine blessings. Going on different paths, unique paths, fun paths that you can celebrate with and be your true authentic self in. Yep. What's underneath? Yep, because you chose to get away from poisonous people and clear the clutter out of your head and use your third eye. So, I love this card. All the little blessings, all of the things, there's, not all divine blessings are going to show up with like signs that go want, divine blessing, want. There's little things that are happening that are gifts to you. Heart-to-heart conversations, new journeys, new paths, new acquaintances, new friendships, new opportunities. You being given an opportunity to choose a new path in life and open up about what you're what you're feeling inside. Finally realizing that there's something inside of you that wants out, and you're starting to realize it. Being given an opportunity to choose what you want for life. Those are all little blessings that Spirit's giving you. that's going to lead to one big, beautifully gift wrapped present with a big bow in the shape of your perfect pair, your other half, your perfect mate. Somebody that gets you and will love you unconditionally, that just knows. You both are possibly able to read each other like books. There's that Joker's Wild again. Oh wait, I saw the Velvet Queen. We have the Pixie Period. We have the Velvet Queen and the Butterfly Bambini and the Tiger Angel. Yep. The divine may be stepping in and intervening somewhere, and that's okay. Let him do it. It's part of your divine blessing. It's helping you transform. It's helping you spread your wings and be the angel, the angel that you are. The beautiful butterfly that you are, releasing all of the things that hold you back, allowing you to open up about how you feel and letting out whatever you're holding inside out. Stepping into your divine, your spirit, your life purpose, your spiritual purpose, recognizing that the universe needs you exactly how you are, divine feminine, because you realize that you are of sacred blood, you are a divine being, you have an very intuitive aspects to you. You may have a third eye that's clearer than day. You can tap in. The universe needs you to understand that you're needed exactly how you are, and you're going to be gifted with an abundance, happiness, and joy, and celebration. You're going to be able to don that crown, man. Yep, what's on the bottom? Yep, because you went in and you dug deep. You have spirit guides that are protecting you, and now there it is, the circus of love that is going to be given to you as the cherry on top of your life, and it's going to be worth celebrating. We saw the perfect proposal. That it's going to be something worth celebrating. And it's all because you were listening to your spirit guides. It was all because you were listening and being obedient to spirit, and you were listening to your inner knowing, and now you're going to be rewarded with all that sparkle and all that glitter and all the confetti and all the cherries for on top of that sundae and all the beautiful things. All of it. You deserve it. You deserve it, divine feminine. You really do. What's underneath that? Yep. You're a pure heart. You're a pure soul. And you're obedient, and that's why you're getting gifted. So just continue on, continue being obedient to spirit, and everything that he promised you, you're gonna get. You just have to continue to let divine timing happen, because this soulmate may be going through a whole lot of things to get him where he needs to be to love you just right, because you both have a date with destiny. This is your last chance to jump on this bandwagon of love and get to where you need to be to have your happily ever after. Yep. I'm finally getting to know this deck pretty well in and out. I better, because it's like my favorite deck of all. So, yeah. All right, anything else, Spirit? Not at this time, not at all. All right, well, that's all I got for you now. Be still, guys, and know God. Pray and meditate. Worship. Sing to Spirit. Sing out your emotions. And just know that you're never alone. Work on yourself. Continue to do what's right. Continue to be obedient, and you'll continue to be blessed. And like the Divine Disguises says, not all blessings are going to come out gift wrapped and, go want, look at me, I'm your divine blessing. Okay? There's going to be different things that happen that are going to be small wins, but they're still going to be wins. So be grateful for the good, the bad, and the ugly. They're all divine lessons, gifts, and blessings that, So continue on. You're doing well. I'm proud of you, Divine Feminine. I'm proud of you guys, all the people that are putting in the work and changing and doing 180 switches and glowing up and all of the things. I'm proud of you. And so is Spirit. And that is why you are going to be divinely gifted and blessed and all of those things. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides for this reading. I love and appreciate you. I close this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're still here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, leave me a comment, and know Gigi loves you. Until next time, light, love, and blessings. Bye for now.